Hey, my friends, this is Oliver Joyce from Whiskeybarrel Studios coming to you on Friday, 14th of April. Well, probably Saturday by the time this comes out. Friday, your time anyway, because, I live in the future. Being in Australia, I'm a day ahead. Just a short video today because I got an announcement for you. At long last, Sword and Sandals Immortals, by the time you see this video, is out on Google Play. So it's gone live and it's up there for you to download right now. For those more savvy people, I didn't ever announce this, but the game actually went up about a week ago for about 12 hours or so. But I had to take it down again because there was some issues. Firstly, with Samsung phones, the gamma on the build was really weird. So the lighting basically looked very dark and sort of almost like there was a dark filter over the game. So I had to sort of sort that out. And there was another issue to do with you requiring Google Play services to save your stars and everything like that. Anyway, a few technical issues. The problem, actually, to be honest, the problem was I set the game build to go live to be published, but I wanted to push the button myself when I was good and ready. But Google automatically went, "Yep, the game's up," and I was like, "Huh? What?" Anyway, it went live for a little while, and I was like, "Oh, I got to take this down again. I need to do about a week's work on it." So over the last week or so, I have been just patching away at it. I don't have a Samsung phone, so I'm gonna hope that this build works for Samsung phones. What I've had to do is change and let's get technical here, change the GLES version of the renderer to GLS 2. The Steam version has 3, which is a little bit more advanced and just runs a bit smoother and nicer. But GLES 2 actually runs quite well on mobile devices, and it should fix the gamma issue for those of you on Samsung phones. The game actually runs pretty well on my Google Pixel phone. In a second, I'm going to show you it running on the phone. It actually runs absolutely acceptable. I've got a Google Pixel 3 XL, so a good phone in its day. It's now coming up 3 or 4 years old. Any phone that's newer than that, I believe it might be Android 11. I can't remember exactly, or definitely Android 12 and above will run this phone. Will run the game. Potentially Android 11 as well. And the game is free to play and free to download. You can actually finish the game if you wish, but you can purchase stars. So they come in 3 varieties, a small pouch, a chest, and a more, whatever the third. I can't remember what the last one was, not more, something. But, I think I've tried to price them pretty reasonably. This is not something I want to exploit you guys with. The game has ads in it after every battle or two, but you can turn those ads off with the purchase of any star. So, this is the ecosystem we live in, unfortunately. The mobile world just demands that you make things free and throw in-app purchases in them. I tried to make my games one-off purchases. People didn't like it. They said, demo, thumbs down. I tried to have the game, you buy it up front and it's the full game. People didn't like that anyway. They don't want to pay for anything. So this is, I believe, the fairest way. And if you don't like this way, then the Steam version is a one-off purchase. You can get that on your computer. But this is the best way to play it on your phone. I believe it's a pretty decent build of the game. One other thing, this build doesn't have the 3D dungeons in it. So when you go to a dungeon, you'll straight away appear at the boss. You go straight to the boss. And as a result, I don't think you can buy dungeon items in the game either, like food and lockpicks and things, because they're kind of redundant. But anyway, I'll fire up the game quickly and you can see it. I'll be holding my phone up there, so yeah, you can check it out. All right, as you know, here at Whiskeybarrel Studios, we invest in only the most high-tech technology. So I'll be showing you the game actually on the phone itself. So let's fire it up. Try and get the camera some focus. You can notice there's the Google Play sign-in. And there it is, Sword and Sandals Immortal. So if I turn that volume up, there it is. That's the game running on the phone. If I press start, you can see up there, you can see this thing called a Star Vault. Now that is how you buy stars. And, it's the classic mobile thing of you can buy various amounts of stars and each one gives you, there's 100, 500 or 2,500 stars. and each one is at a different price point. I've tried to make them all kind of fair. Like, I feel like if you buy the 2,500 stars, that's more than enough for your gladiators to finish the game several times over, because that's more than enough stars for you to win the game. And that's sort of a similar price to the Steam version of the game. You can make a new character, basically everything you can do in the mobile version. In the Steam version of the game, you can do on the mobile version. Load times are a little slower, not noticeably so, but this is a Google Pixel 3 XL phone, and it's a little slower on that, but it's not too bad. Is it all running in real time? In reverse. So just so you know that I'm not showing you screenshots, it's actually the game. Do it backwards. Pretty tough. Yeah, there's our character. So the game shows ads in between battles. I think every battle you see an ad, which may get annoying. That is it's mobile development, man. Mobile development is just like that. But any single purchase will remove those ads from the game. One other thing I wanted to talk about, there is multiplayer. I'll load this gladiator up and you can see multiplayer. Now this multiplayer, actually, there you go. It's the same multiplayer. You can see, you can see 5 players online there. A bit hard for you to read that, but it's the same multiplayer you see in the Steam version. So you can actually fight on your phone against other characters who are playing the Steam build of the game. And I hope that increases the sort of the player base. We've had, there's 11,750 battles have been fought so far, but let us speak plainly here. The multiplayer is basically, it is very quiet. And, I kind of knew that would happen. It's very hard to build up a large multiplayer player base without, a lot more work than I was prepared to put in. But I'm thinking with the amount of downloads, usually mobile phone downloads are quite significant because you're basically it's free to download. So you probably will find a lot of people kind of join in and play from their phones. So hopefully that increases the number of players for everyone, which would be kind of cool. So there it is, running on the phone. This is, as I said, basically the same version as the Steam version, except I'm going to be completely honest with you, you get a lot less stars than you do in the Steam version. A dramatically lower rate gain of stars. And that is, because I need to make money through you buying stars. So you can technically finish the game without having lots of stars, but it's a lot more grind. And it's a lot harder to, buy skills and items and that kind of thing. So, that's how I've decided to monetize the game. All you got to do is buy 1 or 2 bunches of stars, and that should, see you through to the game's completion. The big vault of stars, as I said, similar price as the Steam version, should see enough to get many characters through the game. One other thing, and this is really important. You need to be signed into Google Play to buy stars, and that will save them. And when you reinstall the game or play the game on another phone, those stars transfer. What doesn't transfer, however, is your saved gladiators. They're not saved to Google Play because I haven't been able to get it to do it. It's very complicated to save technical files like that. If I figure out a way in the future. So if you do delete the game, make sure there's a little flag that says keep app data. If you don't keep that, those gladiators will be deleted. The stars you haven't put into them will not be deleted. You can transfer stars from your star vault to gladiators and so on, but just be aware of that. Okay, so please when you're uninstalling the game, don't delete the gladiator data if you can help it. And if you load up on a different phone, you won't be loading your saved gladiators. If that situation changes down the road and I figure out a way to save gladiators to Google Play game services, then I'll do that. There's achievements in the game. There's a leaderboard. The dungeons are not in the game. There's no 3D dungeons because I couldn't get that working on the phone. It's just a technical issue, and it just didn't run that well, so I removed it. But when you go into a dungeon, you go straight to the dungeon boss. There are a few of the pretty, I think, minor changes to the game. Ultimately, it's sword and sandals running your phone and multiplayer, and what's not to like about that? While I got you guys here, I just want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon supporters: Dane Simoneau, Daniel Funches, Brandon K, Badi X, Ilya Gurovich, Pipuch, Noah Gudajan, Stone God, Timmy Boy, X Up Omega, Jeffro of Hex 3D, Hopeless, and Eunice. A hardy bunch of adventurers who've been with me all this time, and I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy Sword and Sandals Immortals on the phone. I can't get the Patreon armor animation to work. I don't know why, so I've got a special guest for us today doing the role of Thargan. I am He-Man, most powerful man in the universe. If you would like to be a patron, you would make my day. By the power of Grayskull, you have the power! This is a cool collector's edition one. How cool is that? Fully posable, everything. Man, if they made them like this when I was a kid, awesome. All right, so there it is. Google Play version of Swords and Sandals Immortals should be out now by the time you're watching this video. For those on iPhones, as part of the Apple ecosystem, you'll have to wait. I don't know when that's going to be out. It's just such a major pain to try and get these games running on the iPhones. I just have constant run-ins with Apple, so there may be delays for that. I don't know when that's going to happen. I want to take a little bit of a break from Swords and Sandals Immortals development for a little while and start my next game. It's almost May, and I haven't even started the next project. And I said I would do 2 games this year, and I haven't. So, yeah, the plan is to get started on the next thing as soon as possible. I'm going to go on a hike in a couple of weeks, and we will talk about the next big game project. We'll talk life philosophy, and other things. It's kind of early in the morning, just still sort of letting that coffee kick in. Yeah, I'm still doing the games related videos. For some reason, YouTube does not like to push them. Like I get about 70 or 80 views on them. And I got like nearly 9,000 subs, so that's pretty weak conversion. I guess, people don't really care for them. I get that. You're here for Sword and Sandals, here for game dev, stuff like that. I do like doing those videos, but I'll probably wrap up this season after, episode 10 or something, have a break for a while. They are good videos for me to make, though, for at least just for my own. It forces me to play other games and, check out what else is out there for my own sort of sake, and just learn other techniques, learn what's popular, learn what's not, see what, how other game developers are doing. It's research, literally research. So I'll keep making those. I know they're not for everybody, but for those who enjoy watching them, I appreciate it. So after this, I've got to do a little bit of work just trying to get the old Google Play versions of some of the other games, Sword and Sandals 2 and 5 and the other kind of things, working on Google Play, because they've threatened to take them down because they're not updated. And that's the perils of the mobile ecosystem. I'll tell you what, I feel like after this game, after Sword and Sandals Immortals, I'm done with mobile game dev. I'm just sick of it. I'd like to retire from it completely. I don't like the ecosystem. It's just like, yeah, not for me. So hopefully I can retire from that and just make games for Steam and, consoles down the road. That would be cool. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave a link below for the Sword and Sandals Immortals Google Play version. If you like it, please, 5 stars. If you don't like it, just uninstall it and just pretend, you never tried it, rather than give me 1 star. You know the drill. All right, guys, thank you for joining me today. And we're just about done with the Sword and Sandals Immortals videos. This will probably be it for quite a while until I let you know about the iPhone version whenever that arrives. Have a great weekend and enjoy the game. Bye for now.